What's up, family? Yeah. I know sometimes y'all like, yo, this guy, it don't stop though. Somebody's got to give y'all some facts out here that's really going to help you. And I'm on a mission because I'm your growth coach. That's who this is, CoachKhayr, and we're about to talk about moon magic. Not necessarily by Dorothy Morrison, Spells, Rituals, and Abundant Living. I like Abundant Living. I like Spells and Rituals. This is not one of my top 10 books, but it's got the word moon magic in it. And at the top, it's got the word every day, right? It's got the word everyday moon magic. So I like the premise, but when I read the book, it really didn't give you the timing. But there are a lot of rituals in here and things like that. But a lot of people have been following the moon and magic for a long time. So I wanted to just come on and talk to people real quick before this rain comes and do my second scope for the day and talk about astrology, the moon aspect, and how the moon makes the money. Right? So the moon determines the currents of the ocean, high and low tide, right? So money is called currency. It doesn't matter where at in the world, it's called currency. Hey, Jay Neal, how you doing? And I want to thank everybody for inviting their followers. Thank everybody for sharing this on Twitter. Thank you for just coming through and like giving me your attention and giving me your time, because time is money. So when you're just coming on here, just seeing what I'm talking about, I know you're investing in me, and I'm trying to be a ROI. I want to be a walking return on investment. So when you listen to me, you get something that is going to be able to follow right now. So let me put you up on game. Even every 28 days, the moon goes through 8 different cycles. So a lot of people think that there's only 2 things, the new moon and the full moon. And those are easy to identify because the new moon is dark outside. You can't see the moon at all. And the full moon is all you see is the moon. So the full moon is a lot of energy. The new moon, there's not much energy. Really is like empty. But the new moon is, yes, Cancer is ruled by the moon, not necessarily driven by the moon. Every astrological sign is ruled by a planet, and the moon in the zodiac system is a planet. So I'm trying to do my best over the last 6 or 7 years to show people how to cash in on the momentum of the moon to get some money. Now, why is money important? Because you are important, and to stay on this rock, they charge you a ransom. So why not be able to take care of your ransom and live like you want to live? Wealthy people pay a higher ransom to live like they live. You want to pay a lower ransom? That's all. It's up to you. But my message is for those who appreciate money, who know what money does for them, and who aren't ashamed of it. And my message is even for those who got blockages about money, because that's what make things go around where they are. So let's just get into the technique, right? The moon is currency because it's energy. And the moon is telling you what time it is. The Native Americans used to always say many moons ago. So they're talking about how many cycles. So if it was 30 cycles ago, that means there's 13 cycles in 1 year, because it's not 30 days, it's 28 days. So if I got 13 cycles, that makes in a year 26, and somebody says 30 cycles, they know I'm in 2 years and 4 more cycles, depending on when we started. Because I don't necessarily look at January as being the first of the year. It's a calendar year, it's a fiscal year type thing, but it has nothing to do with me personally. My birthday starts my personal calendar year. September 22nd, which is 18 days from now, starts the new year. That's the original calendar year that starts. That's the real deal. Starts with the beginning of Libra, right? So Libras are kicking it off, not Aries, all right? I know how the zodiac symbol is set up, and Aries is the first house. But the year that we stay in, if you want to manifest something, the manifesting year starts in September. So the moon has these 8 cycles, and it produces whatever you want, as long as you line up with those cycles. You ever seen Double Dutch? Double Dutch bus coming down. The Double Dutch is turning and you have to jump in. So the moon is already doing its thing. You have to be able to jump in and do you. You understand? You have to be able to come in because you can't say, moon, hold up, let me jump in. The moon is already there. So you always see the girl when she's getting ready to jump in, or the dude getting ready to jump in, they're like, and they're catching the cadence. So tomorrow is the new entry for the moon. The first phase is called the planning phase. If you missed the planning phase, or what, like with me in my program, I start tomorrow. My program is called Moon Magic 28. I only have 4 days you can get in. September 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8. I have 4 days that you can join. The 9th day, if you come and say, I want to get in on the 10th day, you can't get in because you've missed the first phase. Every phase lasts 4 days or 3.5 days. It's like 3 days sometimes, 4 days sometimes. And what I do is send an email out to everyone with a video where they really come to the membership area. So we got a private room that's got these videos up that say, hey, this is what you do during the first phase of the moon that lasts this many days. Then you come in, and when the next phase comes, the planting phase, you get another email that says, yo, I got up a new video, a new audio, and a new set of instructions. So that goes on all throughout the month. Today is the 28th day of last month cycle. So think back 28 days, what were you thinking about? If you had some depression or some bullcrap thoughts on your mind, that's what you manifested. The last phase, the 8th phase today, is all about celebrating. I cut my grass, I'm scoping like crazy. A guy gave me some tickets to the Atlanta Falcons game for this year, and I'm going to fall up in there with somebody fine as wine on my arm. Bam! Bam! You see what I'm saying? So, what else happened? I had a lot of good stuff happen, for me to celebrate, and I've been celebrating every day, and spreading money around. I like to spread money around during the celebrating phase. That's the day. Those are the 3 days that you should spread it around, because that's the energy of the moon saying, let me see how you're going to celebrate. Now, there's a day when you're supposed to sit back and chill and not do anything. That's the clearing phase. That lasts 3 to 4 days. Sometimes it's 4 days and it feels like shit. But it doesn't last all month. And if you know what to do during that phase, everything falls like dominoes. Yes, you leave $1 somewhere every day. Well, it's just like watching these videos is like investing $1 into you every day. Because the video is going to stay up for 4 days. And if you watch it, you start to program the subconscious mind and start to keep the goal that you want to accomplish in the forefront of the mind. Do you know why people don't get what they want? You know why coaches are making so much money? Because people don't know how to pay attention and hold into the forefront of the mind what they want for 28 days. And so if you hold in the forefront of the mind 2 goals, not 6, not your dream for life, but just where do I need to be in 28 days from now? Look at that. And I do that 2 goals every 28 days every year. That's 13 cycles times 2 goals. Do you know anybody who completed 26 goals last year? Anybody? You got anybody walking around bragging yo, I completed 26 goals last year. This is how I did it. And anybody who's in my Moon Magic program, all of them complete their goals, whether they stay for 6 months or whether they stay for 12 months. You don't have a choice, because I'm on you. I'm on you to say, I got other coaches in my program. I got people getting their PhDs. I got people driving trucks who want to get off the road. I got people who, I've had homeless people who moved from a shelter to their apartment. I have people who are working on relationships. I got people dropping 20, 30 pounds. Whatever the goal is, you need to spend 28 days on it. But you only can pick 2 goals, 1 internal and 1 external. 1 internal, 1 external. This is what I want you to do. Go to www.moonmagic28.info. Watch the video. Download the curriculum. Watch the video. Download the curriculum. Check it out. See if it's for you. It starts tomorrow. It's a 6-month program, and there's a subscription. And the money's drawn out of your account every 28 days because you can't learn it in just 1 month. Some people, they want to learn it in 1 month. So when they come, what they do is they just want to get 1 month. That's all right. But you can't learn the system in 1 month. You got to stay. But if you want to just stay for 1 month, it's $125. It's not $100. Wait a minute. So when you go and you look at the description of the course, I want you to see that it's a 6-month course. And riding with me now for 6 months takes us into February. You'll be getting coaching with me using the moon for 28 days. Now, Periscope is just getting popping. Blab is just getting popping. Whatever these things are, that all these new things that are coming out, and you want to be like, what's the next move? What's the right thing? What's the right time to do the right thing? Because a lot of you want to do the right thing, but you're not really sure about the right time. If you line up with the moon, you'll make the money. Lining up with the moon makes the money and creates the magic. Period. Because that's what it rules in astrology. The moon rules Cancer, which is magic, emotions, and feelings. And it's the water, more currency. So I just want to just get that out real quick about moon magic, how the moon makes the money, how we use it at Moon Magic 28. Like, you really got to come in to see how it works. Like, I can't, like, just Google Moon Magic 28. I have tons of, like, radio broadcast. I have tons of hangouts. I have tons of stuff I've done over the last 7 years. I've taught thousands and thousands of people who've come through this process. And since I'm new to Periscope, and now this is a new cycle that's starting tomorrow, you got from the 5th to the 8th to join if you want to come in. If you got questions, there's a form on there that says, Coach, I got questions. Shoot me an email, hello@CoachKhayr.com, and say, I got questions about moon magic. Leave your phone number, I'll call you, and we'll talk about if it's a good fit for you. If that's what you want to do first, talk to me individually. Just leave a message, or when you're on CoachKhayr.com, there's a leave a note for Coach. So you can just leave a note for Coach, and I'll get back to you quickly because things are moving fast. And like I said, if you don't get in these first 4 days, you have to wait until October. You can't come in at the end of September when you want to. If you don't have the money, you have to just wait till October. You have to make it a priority too. That's what I love about it. It makes you be accountable. You have accountability partners, and you understand that you have to be on time. And that when they say time waits for no one, they're talking about the moon ain't waiting on you. So when you miss the time to plan, the time to plant, the time to clear, the time to gather, the time to see, the time to lead, the time to do, and the time to celebrate, you don't know where you at. Where are you? Where are you at? You know what I'm saying? You're just throwing stuff up against the wall, hoping it'll stick. Stop living life with no direction. Stop living life with no direction. Stop waiting on random success and start mapping out your own stuff, man. That's what I do. That's the next stage of your growth. If you're watching me, it's not even an accident. I don't need 200 people watching me. I need these 10 or 12 or 20 or whatever, because I'm here right now to affect your growth. That's what I do. And I'm going to, if you want to partner up. If you don't, I'll see you next month or maybe next year. But I'm going to keep on keeping on and doing what we do. So much blessings. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the hearts. I still got one more to do. The new cycle starting on the last quarter. Interesting. It's way more interesting than that. It does not start on the new moon. I know when all it says, oh, the moon is this many days old, the moon is this many days old. That's crap. If you wait till the new moon to initiate your rituals, you are already 7 days behind. You are already 7 days behind if you wait until the new moon. And when you're in fasting, like that's not full moon activity. Oh, I'm going to release these things from my life on the full moon. The moon is telling you what time it is. That's the right time. It never changes. There is no daylight saving time on the moon. But why would you want to just do something that's counter what the energy of the moon is giving off. The moon gives off a gathering energy for you to pull in resources. It gives in a seeing energy so you can see things. It gives a leading energy so you can be authoritative in your business and start delegating and taking control. It gives a doing energy like with the machete so you can get out there and make things happen. And right, like I said today, we celebrate good times. Come on. So look, if you didn't catch the whole thing, go back and catch the replay. Trying to keep these little jokers short. Wow. I got one more, but this next one will be a note to my current Moon Magic subscribers and clients. So this is for people who like don't know what it, have never heard of it, or you're curious and somebody reminded me to make a scope about it today. But the next one will be for people who have already been in Moon Magic or who have already experienced Moon Magic and what's coming up next month. I will give you a preview. I've never done this before, but because normally we have a conference call every Monday with just people on who are members. There's a private number, and then we talk about moving strategically through these phases. And I talk about astrology, and I talking about whatever that they want to talk about, not whatever they want to talk about, but a astrological strategy that's lined up with the moon for my people that's in my group. I'd never have the public come by. This cycle, I'm going to give everyone a 20-minute consultation sometime during the month. Whenever you need it, you're going to get 20 minutes one-on-one with me. I prefer you get it in the beginning, during the planning or the planting phase. That means from the 5th to the 12th, I want all of my people to get their 20-minute private session with Coach. All right? I don't care how many people it is. And we're all over. We're in the UK, East Coast, West Coast. So I will schedule it around you because when you come into Moon Magic, you're my VIP. I don't really have time to be dealing with other people who haven't invested in their own stuff. This is an investment in your stuff. It's not a done-for-you program. It's not a do-it-yourself program. It's a done-together program. You're getting the same system that I use for the last 7 years. Period. This is the system that billionaires use because, as we say, billionaires use astrology, not millionaires. All right. We're gonna do an unlock the money. It's gonna be one of my themes too. We're gonna do an unlock the money. I've never done this before, so it's gonna be some real serious where I'm going to be sending out something. You're gonna get your normal 8 emails during the month, but you're gonna get another email every day to let you know what we got going on. So it's going to be like an individual exercise, but real exciting. Just get ready. I'll probably come on tomorrow and talk about it a little bit too, but for right now, I'm out. Peace.